So the masculine and feminine thing. So this is also the point where we're at energetically in the history of everything. We have been run for eons on this patriarchal masculine way of doing things, right? And what falls into the feminine? Joy, beauty, pleasure, right? So those things have been squashed, just like women have been squashed in other ways, right? But it's thinking about things in masculine and feminine as well. And so our culture has been very left brain, very masculine, very hierarchical, get to the top, work really hard, everything's fighting, right? Struggle, da, 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 da. But what's happening now is we're shifting into a more feminine way of existing. So, and again, it's yes, we don't have to get into gender identity, all that kind of stuff. We're just talking about masculine energy and feminine energy, right? Just so happens a lot of women, most women hold feminine energy, but everybody has masculine and feminine within them, right? And it's what our culture is sort of runs on, right? So our culture has run on masculine energy. Because think about it, and I used to say this 20 years ago, women would say, even if women, right, women got into, all of a sudden women got into the workforce and women became leaders and positions and powers in government and politics and all of that. Yeah, but how did they do that? They did that by acting like men. So even though women got into positions of power in corporations and government and all of that, it didn't mean that we were having a more feminine, more balanced society at all. And P.S., I'm just going to rant up for like a second. I've written about this because it used to get me so pissed off. They're like, ooh, like in Hollywood, right? When Hollywood would put like a female lead. But what were the female leads? Oh, I'm going to go revenge, right? I'm going to go kick people's butts, right? So, oh, but isn't Hollywood great? Because now they're putting women, you know, in these starring roles. But guess what? They were just doing the masculine role in a feminine, a female body. You're still doing the masculine thing. Like, obviously, I get a little passionate about this because it makes me crazy. So, but that's also on, you know, what I've understand over the past several years is like, right, beauty, like beauty. And I, you know, we talked a little bit about this last time, and beauty is like tangible, like beauty is like a thing that is so important. I mean, just think about like your environment, like, or any environment that doesn't have any sense of beauty or peace or harmony in it, how that affects us. Like, it affects people's psyches, right? It affects your well-being, and how just a change in an environment that's with something beautiful, whether it's man-made or natural, what that affect, right? So these are all feminine characteristics. And then also like this coming together, like connecting, that's a very feminine thing, right? Women had to hold the tribe together and take care of the kids and have the nurturing thing. So it's again, I don't want to get into the gender and biology and everything like that, but the energy of having like a feminine way of existing, of receiving, of collaboration, of creativity, you know, of pleasure, joy, all the things that we're talking about. So it's a cultural thing. And then depending on your family, you know, how plugged into the culture was your family, right? And how drilled down did you get, you know, with the culture, or, you know, and then there are, of course, other cultures, you know, non-American cultures that might, you know, emphasize the feminine a little bit more. But in general, the world has been, you know, run for a while now, you know, in masculine. So anyway,